wood stove. We got some pros out here. This isn't just hope and a handshake and they walk away. These guys stand by their work and we're doing it the right way.
What's up?
Folks, welcome back to another gorgeous day on the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. Today is the day. The Kuma stove is getting plumbed up here. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be mildly expensive, but we're gonna do it right. Today we're gonna talk to you with some real installers for wood stoves, real safe and knowledgeable people. So if you're thinking about putting a wood stove in your house, a wood stove in your shop, a wood stove in your garage, wherever, we've got you covered today. And we're gonna be showing you an awesome Kuma stove. So let's get busy, down and dirty, fun day here in the shop. All right, guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. Any moment now, Salem Chimney guys are gonna be showing up. This is my shop. This is what I call the mega shop. And the mega shop is basically a 50-foot deep by 112-foot wide shop building. It's my dream shop. It's what every man's dream shop should be. On this side of the shop is going to be my living quarters. And right now, it's just a big old pile of junk everywhere. But soon it will be my living quarters. Up here, we have a timber framed front porch on this building. Just kind of give you a walk around, tell you where we're at and what we're doing. We're in north central North Carolina, the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. This is my outdoor kitchen space. Very, very nice little outdoor kitchen space. And we're gonna go inside the shop here in just a minute. I wanted this to be the showplace of the farm. This is also the workshop of the farm. And this is also going to be my house on the farm. Pretty soon in a future video, we're gonna be installing the septic system right out here. We've got the well set up right here. This is the beautiful outdoor kitchen and entertainment area. I come up here in the mornings, I have myself a cup of coffee. It's really nice. I've got some edible landscapes over here. Really, really cool building. Inside this building, we'll walk in real quick. This is the mega mess right now. All of this stuff is getting ready to be moved, okay? These are, again, our Voltrex lighting. I'll post a link to them in the video description. My freeze dryers are up here. My air conditioner is up here. My farm fresh beef is in these freezers over here. This is where I'm shipping my beef from. All of this is going to be swept out of here and into the shop area, and this will be a 2-story, 28 by 50 bay. So each one of these bays is 28 by 50. I have a wood stove it's in the box right there, another Kuma stove. It's gonna go in here to service the house portion. This stove is gonna service the shop portion. Now, am I trying to get the shop to 150 degrees? No, I'm trying to knock the chill off. This building is very well insulated. It's from DWS Steel Structures. I'll post their phone number down below if you guys are curious about it and you're living in North Carolina in the Greensboro area. These guys service Greensboro, Asheville, everywhere, all over North Carolina. This building is so well insulated that I keep it cooled with a window unit air conditioner. It is super well insulated. By the way, this will be the butcher shop. So there will be a little butcher shop in here. Not for me to commercially butcher animals, but for me to go out and do a little hunting and bring them in here and show you how to cook, clean, and eat it. So good stuff. Sounds like the boys from Salem Chimney are up here. I've already been on the phone with them, picking on them a little bit. And ignore these boxes. I unloaded beef 3 days ago and I haven't cleaned up my mess. So let's go out and meet these guys. I haven't even said hello yet, so we're just gonna throw a camera right in their face.
Hey man, how's everything?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Good. You ready?
Yeah, tell them who you are.
My name's Chris. I'm with Salem Chimney out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah.
We got the service trucks coming up too, so.
Nice, you smell like firewood this morning.
I always do.
Yeah?
It's part of being a chimney.
So me and Chris, let's tell them how we met real quick. My neighbor's chimney down the way, and her wood stove, she had some old home-built wood stove, I'm guessing, like everybody else does around here.
A lot of people.
And her chimney caught fire probably 5 years ago. She didn't replace the wood stove. She bought the insurance company put up a brand new chimney, and it started getting clogged and covered with creosote again because the wood stove was junk. Is that right?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay.
Even after they rebuilt the chimney, there was still signs of ignition inside of that venting system. So
wow.
chances are she had another chimney fire afterwards.
Really?
But that's kind of one of the biggest issues with these old home built wood stoves, you know, garage built wood stoves. Well, you know, a lot of people, you know, as you know.
Yeah, they balk when it comes to the government trying to control my wood stove, right?
Yeah, now they're coming for our firewood, you know.
Yeah.
But in all reality, for us as end users of the product, they're just so efficient now.
Yeah, the better a stove burns, the less problems you're going to have and the less chance for fire. And the reason you are here is because I don't want my $500,000 building to burn down.
That's our goal.
Yeah.
It's kind of our point.
Yeah, cool.
Whole reason why we're here.
Well, we're going to take you guys through, and we're going to pull Chris back out here in just a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit more about the ins and outs of everything that we're doing. We're going to show you the pipe that we're using, everything, in case you want to do an install at home. But really, this is more, it's not a promo for his business. This is more about being safe and knowing where your resources are to have a wood stove installed safely so you don't burn your house down. If your wife is on your case about burning the house down with that wood stove, or if your husband is, or if she or he doesn't want a wood stove in the house because every time we open it, it just puffs smoke and all my clothes smell like smoke. This is the solution. Get it done right, guys. Tell me about the individual parts that we have here, because this is important. This is the safety aspect and also the pro install aspect of what we got going here. So what you got going?
Well, Josh, you know, it used to be kind of common, you know, practice, especially on those old wood stoves that we talked about, was the theory behind it was these guys wanted as much single wall piping inside of their house as possible.
Yeah,
right?
For heat distribution.
And anytime, though, that we're pulling heat off of our pipe, we're cooling our exhaust temperatures. Creosote's nothing but just cooled smoke. That's all it is.
Okay.
Also, you know, the side effect to using that single wall is also our clearances to combustibles. They're a lot higher. This, what we run nowadays is DVL. This is the air insulated piping. All of our pipe that we use comes from Duravent.
Okay.
And not only does it reduce our clearances to only 6 inches to combustibles for our pipe in itself, but also it keeps those byproducts warmer. So therefore we have even less creosote buildup.
When you say 6 inches, you mean 6 inches off the pipe right here.
Correct.
So basically here, you can have combustibles right there.
Yep.
Okay,
And then
cool.
we transition into Class A. But what we've done here is we have our stove adapter,
Yep.
which is DVL. And then we're going
What's
to run...
DVL mean?
It's just air insulated piping from Duravent, you know?
Okay.
We
Do you
use
have
it
a
all
piece
the
of
time
that
for
out?
interior.
We could take a
Oh,
look
yeah,
and
absolutely.
see
It's
what that
actually-
looks like.
It's actually quite fascinating.
Duravent DVL, 48 inch.
Now you see these air slots in here.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right, so it's still a double wall, air insulated.
So not a triple wall, but a double wall.
Correct,
right?
yep.
Okay.
Air insulated. And then once we get up here to the roof line is when we transition over to our Class A piping. Now, our Class A here actually has a ceramic blanket wrapped inside of it. And it's double wall as well, but this is only 2-inch clearance to combustible. And this stuff right here is all stainless on the interior and exterior.
Okay, so that's what goes out through the roof.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
This is upside down.
Gotcha. Now, is this something that somebody...
Feel that weight on that
What's
guy.
the difference in this and what somebody could pick up at a local big box store? This isn't the kind of stuff you'd find at a big box store, is it?
Well, I think they do have some kits that
Okay.
are out there, you know, that you could probably pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot or whatnot. And certainly you could order some of this stuff offline as well.
Yeah.
For us, Duravent's the only manufacturer that we
That's the
utilize
best.
our piping for.
Okay. Awesome.
Unless we're doing a wood stove insert, then we use a completely different type of piping altogether.
Awesome.
You know? But we also still insulate it because of the sheer fact that creosote's nothing but cooled smoke. We want those byproducts to stay as warm as possible for as long as possible.
For the layperson and for myself, I guess I'm a layperson compared to what you are. What is creosote?
So the thing about combustion is, these wood stoves do a really good job at making more complete combustion. You know, some of these stoves now are getting up to 82, 83% efficiency, but really creosote's just unburnt byproduct, you know? Okay. So the less combustion rate we have, the more dirty our byproduct's gonna be. Well, again, when that byproduct cools inside of our venting system, then it condenses, and
Gotcha.
that's what creates creosote.
So is that a part of the moisture content of the wood? How does that affect?
So one of the very first processes in combustion is moisture evaporation.
Okay.
So the higher moisture content we have in our solid fuel, in our wood,
Yeah.
it's going to do a few things. First, it's going to cool down our byproduct, right, which we don't want to happen.
Right.
These stoves don't operate very well at all whatsoever with high moisture content in our wood. You know,
Really?
so we're looking for under 20%. Moisture content, you can get a moisture content meter off of Amazon for really cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
Make
I've got
sure
a
it's the
couple
one
of
with the
them over
prongs.
here. Okay,
The one
yeah,
with the
stick them in
prongs.
there.
Yep,
Yeah.
gotta have that one.
Most people that have like a sawmill or whatever, but you can get them for dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I'll post a link down there for you
20
guys.
bucks off Amazon.
Yeah. So how, when I live in an environment that's the humidity is always over 60, 80%, how do we get our wood to that lower humidity level? Do we need to move it inside prior to burning?
Not necessarily. A lot of it has to do with the way you stack it. We want a lot of airflow going through the wood.
Yep.
It needs to be split. A lot of people will stack full-size logs, and they'll never dry out. They'll end up rotting before you can even put them in here and utilize them. But the biggest way is just to keep them covered, not with a tarp, because you want airflow. If you put a tarp over it, then all that moisture is going to stay under that tarp.
So keep a roof on it, keep overhead to keep water off of it, and
again, YouTube.
Let airflow.
YouTube's the best place. There's so many people on YouTube that show how to stack wood and different methods and different ways of doing it. The same way with starting these stoves, top-down method. There's so many different, but YouTube's always the best way.
I know how to stack it, and I know how to stack it to where it'll fall over.
I've done it plenty of times.
A whole wood pile's falling over down there.
I've done it plenty of times.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna let you guys work a little bit. I just want to get some ideas for folks. So from the bottom right here, is this an adjustable sleeve?
No,
right
we'll do
here?
our adjustable at the top.
Okay.
And it's still DVL, but really it just kind of slips in and out of each other, so that way we can adjust it for height.
Gotcha.
Makes it a lot easier.
Very, very cool. And then going up through, punching through the ceiling. That is, so a lot of people are like, no way, don't do that. Go through the wall. Why go through the ceiling versus going through the wall?
We want to go straight up.
Yeah.
Again, we don't want any turbulence in that airflow. Every single bin that we put in here is going to reduce our airflow.
Yeah.
So if we can go straight up, let's go straight up.
Gotcha.
Plus, it's less expensive. Because if we're doing a wall pass through, as soon as we get outside, we have to switch over to Class A.
And Class
A is a lot more
expensive. 3 times more expensive, probably.
It quite literally is about 3 times more expensive than DVL.
And sometimes you got to do the offsets, and those offset kits are ridiculously expensive.
Just the T and snout kit is crazy expensive. So cost, but also if we can go straight up, we always want to go straight up.
Yeah. So come on over here. Give everybody a little bit of your background. The reason these guys are here, this is not sponsored. These guys are. I'm paying these guys, and I'm paying good because I want good quality. I was impressed with your professionalism, with your truck, with everything. He's got a nice rig. It's all set up good. He came up. He was honest. He was straightforward. He was, it was all about no bullcrap. Tell everybody a little bit about your background, so we've got a little history here.
Well, I've been in the chimney industry for probably going on about 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And certified with the Chimney Safety Institute of America as a chimney sweep, and also certified specialist with them as well. My experience with, where I guess my kind of desire to learn more about venting systems, chimneys itself, was because I almost burnt a house down when I was 18 years old.
Okay.
With a fireplace.
Nice.
And literally just kind of walked into it from there.
Yeah.
Had a good friend of ours that had a small chimney business, and just got interested. The more education we had, the more interested we were in it. We always joke around about how we could be addicted to a lot of things, but chimney systems, like venting systems, is kind of our calling.
Geek out on it.
We do.
Rhett, what's your background?
One, I really like heights. So I have over a decade experience in building zip lines.
Okay.
So when I got presented for the opportunity, I was just like, well, I'm already kind of set up for success in that way, because heights don't really bother me, and safety is a huge portion of what we do.
Yeah.
And on the zip lines, that was also the case. So not only am I a firebug, but I also like being really, really high up.
Now, I don't know if you guys know, I was an electrician in the Air Force, and I went to pole climbing school, and that's what you should be doing, man. You should be climbing some poles. I don't want to take them away from you, but God,
you can't go anywhere.
That's awesome. Good time. Our fear of heights test. You ever took a fear of heights test?
I don't have any.
So in basic training, our fear of heights test, we had to go up a 60-foot pole, click, 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 all the way up with a harness on, and you had to lean back upside down with no hands and read the numbers on the church steeple.
Oh, cool.
Us. Yeah,
That's
so that was
neat.
your fear of heights test. So
You would have geeked out.
We did this ropes course when I was in like middle school, and one of the things that one of the challenges was it was called the flying squirrel.
yeah,
And we climbed up a telephone pole.
Yeah.
It was 50, 60 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
You had to climb up. The hardest part was then you had to stand up on top of the pole.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a beam probably about 6 to 8 feet out, and everybody had to like lunge themselves out and grab the beam and swing over.
Huh.
And it's
okay with not doing
exhilarating.
that.
No, not today.
We're not doing that.
Not today. We haven't got
We're
the
not
pole
touching
yard
that
set
one.
up. Maybe we need to do that. I think we need a ropes
fun.
course out
I'm
here.
down. I can help out.
Right,
Nice.
we'll do it all.
Yeah.
This is the part that makes me nervous, guys. They're getting ready to punch through my roof. There's a lot of money in this building to poke a hole through the roof. What do you guys think? Going through the roof or going through the wall? The reason we made this decision is so we get a good draft. So when I open that stove up, a puff of smoke doesn't hit me in the face. So what you got up here, man?
A big giant skylight now. What's up, Mr. Rhett?
What's up?
Having
So
fun.
what's this thing right here?
This is a radiation shield. So this right here is going to help us to keep out any insulation from getting anywhere near our pipe, and also ensure that we have all of our clearances that we need for our Class A going through your roof.
Cool, nice. So that
Easy
slips up
peasy.
in there, and then there's a rubber boot that goes on
yeah.
there too. We'll take a
Big
quick,
one.
quick look at that big rubber boot.
Big giant rubber boot. No leaks. That's
Nice.
what we want.
How will this be framed out around to make it look all pretty
We're
and
gonna
fancy?
Try our absolute nutter best.
Cool.
That's always our goal.
I got some pretty tape to go around that too, some white tape. So
Yeah, it's not
Nice.
just about function. We want
Yeah.
it to look good too.
yeah, it's got to look good. Yep, nice.
We're getting there.
These guys are doing a great job, man, and it's way down there. Go. Just to prove to y'all that I'm not afraid of heights, we're going up on that roof. I need my sunglasses for this. It's gonna be bright up there. Dang, I should have brought my leaf blower up. Holy crap at the leaves. One thing they did tell me is never step on the very center.
Yeah, don't step on the ridge.
Yeah, on that ridge.
Correct.
And this is a boot, guys, so you know what it is. It's a boot that has ridges on here, and they put some sealant on, and basically it adheres to the metal
And conforms.
to the metal. So they'll bend it around. I don't want to bend it right now, but they'll bend it around these ridges right here, and it'll be sealed all the way around the perimeter, and there'll be another shield on top of the pipe, right?
Correct. So then we have that shield that
yeah.
will actually cover around here just to make it look more uniform.
Gotcha. Cool. And to keep rain from dropping down into here. Will this be siliconed also to the pipe?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so this one will act like a lot like a storm collar.
Gotcha. Cool. What's the maintenance on this look like? You know, check it every year pretty much and
Absolutely.
sure.
You should always get any kind of venting systems inspected annually.
Yeah.
But also, we do have like a rule of thumb, right? So if we're going to burn a cord of wood of more, then we need to ensure that it does get inspected annually. And then two, it's buildup too, right?
Yeah.
So if we have anywhere around 1/8 of an inch buildup, we think that it needs to be cleaned.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Once again, I mean, technology, keep catching up with our industry has been nothing but resourceful for us.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Not only resourceful, it makes our cleanings are easier now because we don't clean from the top.
Yeah.
Like everybody used to. Now we clean from the bottom.
Right.
So it's easier to control dust, and there's a safety aspect to it as well.
So on the back of mine in there, I put a clean out. Can you access this to clean it out?
From the interior.
From the interior of the stove?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
With that one system we have, with that one cleaning system we have,
Yeah.
it just makes everything so much easier.
Now, I've heard some wives' tales. You know about these wives' tales, man? Like burn a beer can every year, run some
Sack or bricks or...
sack of bricks,
Yeah.
run...
Let's not do that.
But what's the best thing to burn out a chimney to keep it healthy? Like, is there a higher CF? Well, not CF. Is it CFM?
No,
BTU wood that you should burn.
There's actually a huge list out there
Okay.
that has
All the BTU.
the types of BTU. I have it on my phone. I can send
Okay.
it over to you. But
Yeah.
I think the hottest one is Osage Orange.
Yep.
Uh,
And then locust.
So around our area, hickory and oak, you're not going to be able to beat those two from aspect of our area.
Yep. And locust, but you don't get locust much anymore.
We don't get locust much, but it'd be a good one as well.
It's super hot.
Yeah, no
Burns super
substitution.
hot.
No substitution for it, you know?
Is this
Yep.
with the wood frames?
Yep.
What about burning pine here? Our local pine.
There's-
Look
so,
at them jump up.
You know, well,
No, it's not.
honestly,
there's a big
we're
debate.
a little bit more conflicting on the issue because the way we look at it is there's plenty of people that live in areas where they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So take Colorado, for example.
Yeah.
Colorado has majority oak, pine, and spruce.
Yep.
So they don't really have a choice. What we've always said is to just make sure that you have a good moisture content.
Right.
Makes all the difference
Most
in the
stores
world.
nowadays have a moisture content meter. You actually can prod into the wood itself.
Yeah.
And what we're looking for is anywhere between 15 and 25%. Now the big thing with pine and softwoods is we also have to remember that it does not maximize the burn time. So when we're thinking about oak, and locust, and the hardwoods, then what we're doing is we're increasing our burn times up to. Some of these new wood stoves have a 10 to 12 hour burn time, which is amazing.
I figured you'd have like a 10-inch hole saw up here and just go. Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
that would be awesome. How easy would that be? No more sawzall.
If the corrugation would allow it.
It wouldn't be fun to
don't
use
know.
one of those up here on the roof.
It'd rip your arm off, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
boy, it'd grab a hold of you.
This is a product from Duravent.
Definitely from them.
We've been using it for 74 years.
And the only piping that we use, the only venting systems that we use is from them, but
Nice. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir,
that
this
provides that
component is
air
new.
gap.
Yeah, just
Tell me about that.
that separation.
I like it.
Cool.
I like it. Sir.
No fire in the house. That's the main thing.
No heat. Heat is what we actually worry about.
Yeah.
It's not the worry about fire. It's heat getting introduced to any kind of carbon-based material. What can happen is called pyrolysis.
Okay.
And that's the heating and cooling of really, like I said, any kind of carbon-based material. I use the example all the time. Take a 2x4, stick it in your oven.
Yeah.
There's no fire in that oven, but after time, the first process of combustion is moisture evaporation.
Okay.
And after that, we'll have charring. Once you get to a piece of wood to say 100, the smoke point to 100 degrees, well then you can just have automatic combustion just
Okay.
with heat.
Huh.
And that is pyrolysis.
Interesting. Man, we got the knowing of things up here. I'm gonna get off this roof and get my sunglasses. It's so bright. Whoa! Hey, Ryan? Ryan? I gotta get off the roof. Ryan? Can you hold that ladder for me, buddy? All right. You look like an ant down there. First leg. Oh, dear God. Second leg. Ooh, while I'm here, more gutter stuff. Close your eyes down there. I'm getting gutter slop. All right, all right.
All right, with these new wood stoves, it's pretty important to go ahead and do what we call a break-in fire.
Yep.
These break-in fires are pretty important due to the solvents that are painted on the exterior of the stove. Also, this gasket has adhesive they just can't be overfired.
Gotcha.
Also, if we overfire these, we get this joker up to say 700-800 degrees, which is really, really, really hot. The solvents will be extremely pungent.
Okay.
So we always try to do 2 break-in fires, and what that is we're going to get the stove up to operating temperature, see if the fan can engage, and then we will also just let it die back down to room temperature.
All right, so we got some fat wood in there, a little bit of kindling, a little bit of bark, some couple oak boards, and our goal is to fire it to what, about 500 degrees?
Yep.
Cool.
These new stoves are about 400 to 500 degrees. And it's also a pretty cool little tip and trick right here. So it's a little bit of fire right here. If we blow it out,
Yeah.
where's the smoke go?
Right on up.
All right, so we know that we're gonna. I'm
yeah.
honestly kind of surprised for the temperatures today. Normally, fire's hard to start drawing if we're above 55 degrees.
Nice. So guys, typically we'd never fire this if the temperatures are up this high, but we're doing this just for you to show you this Kuma stove and the end result of all this. So really, really looks nice. Both of you guys, all you guys, thank you, man. Great job.
Thank
Great
you for
job.
having us out. It was a
Salem,
pleasure, man.
Salem Chimney,
Guys,
guys.
hang out at the shop for a bit, man. It's been
Yeah,
a blast.
absolutely. Next time we have a cookout, we'll give you guys a shout and
Maybe we're gonna sit
come
down
on
next
up
to
here.
this whenever it gets too cold. Come
Yeah.
out here and hang out with you.
That's it. That's it. Hopefully it draws good. That's the main thing.
It's a long pipe, and
She's
and
gonna
with
draw
it being
good.
air insulated and Class A at the top, I don't think she's gonna have much of an issue.
So how much pipe did we put here? It's 24 foot to the eaves. So we've got basically 30.
And then what we do, 5 foot over the roof line, which is a little more than what we needed to do, but it never hurts. You know?
Cool.
Never hurts. We didn't go high enough to where we needed a bracing kit up there.
Nice.
They're kind of unsightly and all, so, but like I said, the more the better.
Cool.
So this Kuma stove is actually a little bit different than what we're normally used to. The catalyst is actually in the front.
Yep.
So if we can see this little grate right here, the catalyst is just directly behind it.
Okay.
But what they did is they put like a little trap door in the center portion.
Yep.
And when we're able to engage this door, now we're allowing all the heat to go directly to the pipe to initiate the draw.
Gotcha.
So for the first breaking fires, we're just going to leave them open.
Okay.
Because we don't need to engage the catalyst,
Nice.
which I'm a big fan.
Kuma makes a good stove, man.
That's awesome.
This stove was recommended to me by a viewer. So you guys, I do listen to what you say, and you guys said that Kuma stoves were the best. So we reached out to Kuma. They gave us a smoking deal on a non-smoking in the house stove. We're gonna be installing another one of these stoves over in the house portion of the barn dominium.
Well, dude, when I was able to stick my hand in that little trap door, I mean, flush, beautiful, cool air was coming through.
Nice.
That's the gorgeous thing about all this insulated pipe, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It heats up quickly, and then the draw will just get better and better. There are some times where we'll, what we call priming our stove. One of the ways, like Rhett was just showing, was testing it. Yeah, was testing it with the fat wood.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different tips and tricks to it, right? So especially on warmer days where you know it's going to be cooler at night, and you're trying to get your stove going. A heat gun, a hair dryer. Everybody has a hair dryer in their house, you know.
Just warm it up.
Just
Dude,
warm up the
electric
flue
heater.
system.
If you could just kind of place electric heater here.
Yeah.
But with it cold, Josh, you're not going to have an issue.
And that's called convection, is that right? That gets that convective flow going.
And all we're trying to do is just heat up our venting system. Because as soon as it gets heated up, it's going to want to do exactly what it's designed to do.
It's
There has not
doing
been a
great
single
now.
puff of smoke come
Should
out.
we move this stuff, or are we gonna boil water?
No, not yet, but yeah, we do need to move.
Oh, by the way, guys, I want to show you. This is one of those moisture meters with the little spikes on it right there. I wanted to show you that too. Top test. I'll post a link for you. This wood's been sitting outside. Well, let's just see what we got.
Again, the best way-
13.9% is what it
The
was.
best way of doing it is to split it up a little thinner and then test the interior of it.
Okay.
That's always the best way of doing it.
Guys, thanks a lot for joining us. I hope you learned a little bit. Where can people go to find out where to find a proper installer? What's the website?
CSI.org, CSIA.org. That's the Chimney Safety Institute of America.
Or NFI.
Or NFI, the National Fireplace Institute. There is nothing at all in North Carolina that stops your next door neighbor from starting a chimney business.
Okay, gotcha.
The only thing we could beg everybody to do is find somebody that's reputable. Find somebody that has credentials.
Has the experience.
Do your research.
Okay.
We're dealing with fire in our house. It's one of the dumber things we could ever do. Let's just make sure that we're doing it as safe as possible.
Yep. We'll post links down the video description for you guys to help you out find somebody good to install your stove. Now we know how to get it done. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys next time on the Stoney Ridge. We do one thing at the end of every video. Woo! Woo! He didn't do it. Woo! There we go. See y'all. Have a great day. Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Does it make you guys dizzy? Ryan, can you hold that ladder for me, buddy? All right. You look like an ant down there.
Because again, your exterior is going to be drier than the interior.
Wonder what I am 39%, so.
I'm probably more than you.
Yeah?
Almost guaranteed. A little sweating.
Oh, he's 54.
There we go. Winter.
He needs some deodorant too, bro. He's not a good smell coming out of that guy. Mm-mm. Y'all come back now. You hear?